Hey everyone, welcome back to the Career Gossip Podcast, episode number 46. Um, as per usual, we're gonna have a slight catch up and then we will get into tonight's topic, which is we are going to go over our cast review notes. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah,
specifically, I'm going to go specifically like the discussion
yeah,
for me.
yeah. Um, and hope and so yeah. Um, but anyway, how's your week been?
It's been yeah, it's been I'm going to be putting this on when I go in. If I have a quota, this will be on. But like yeah, it's good. It's been interesting. I have told you what has been shit about it, and I'm not going to go over that here because that's not just my business. But mainly, it's been really good. Actually, it's been like uh, I'm in a fucking good place, like personally and emotionally. And like uh, I'm I'm doing swell, so to speak. Uh, Professionally, a bit iffy because there's a fucking cunt who's wrong, and I need to like show to be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but other than that, like it's I have a good um job. And like I'm mo mainly I'm liked there. Uh, but and like artistically I'm working on shit. So uh yeah, I'm doing better than I have since we started this podcast, I think. How about you?
Um, where do I start? Uh,
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah. I haven't been on Twitter that much actually lately. So like I'm
mm,
really out of the loop. Also, they keep deleting me for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah. Um, yeah, for some unknown reason, and I don't know why, but it's all been kicking off for me, which has been fun. Um,
Yeah, I've seen you've been really at it, right? Like, oh well, they've been at you.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Like, I don't get why.
yeah.
You're not that
Apparently,
contentious.
apparently the way I look pisses people off. Apparently, well, these
Okay.
lot anyway.
Then
Uh,
don't look. I don't know.
I don't know, just the usual turf
Yeah,
bullshit.
I'm not saying that you. Yeah, I, yeah, the fucking cunts. They're weird people. Weird people. These people.
Yeah,
Like they are incredibly fucking
yeah.
off-putting.
Let me see, I've had at least three religious accounts use the Bible to be transphobic and basically cunts. Um,
What? Try to use
I've,
the Bible.
yeah, these like
Do that? I thought we were out of Christianity.
I don't really fucking care. Like, well, they were I'll say this: they were posing. Allegedly they were posing as um priests. Priests. Anyway, they were using the Bible,
Yeah.
using the word of God to basically be transphobic. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Um, being misgendered again, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, and I had a delightful um experience of being falsely accused of being the P word multiple times.
Oh yeah, I saw that right before we started going. Like I
Yeah.
just saw that. Like what the fuck?
All because and the only
There was a
reason he
buzzing sound before that. It was the CRT that I had on. I turned it off now.
yeah, and the only reason this person started doing it is because I am a trans ally, and apparently he was saying that I support rapists, which I don't.
No, you support trans people. There's a difference.
Yeah, and if you would like to go back to our previous episodes and actually listen to the entire thing, in one of those, you can quite clearly hear me and Max state that anyone who did that in the community, whether it's the LGBTQ plus or the trans community, they will be strongly excommunicated and kicked out because we don't stand for it.
Yeah, I think I actually at one point say, regardless of if you're trans or not, or if you're part of any
Yeah,
fucking community or not, if you've ever abused a child, kill yourself. I think I literally say that in like
they
episode
did.
5 or something.
They did. So,
Like that was
um,
before we even had video.
yeah, 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 you're
And
right.
it
Yeah,
was good because I remember that episode. It was the fucking identities one. I think that's one that I say it in because that's one I'm
yeah,
thinking of. And I was so fucking sick that day that it's one of the few episodes where I've been extremely fucking high on because that was the
yeah,
only way that I could like get my fever in check. I took a bunch of cocaine before doing that episode.
yeah. And so, yeah, that's really fun. Um, I
Yeah, I
made
get that.
I made a police report. Um,
Good. That's good.
they Yeah, it was good up until I received an email stating that there will be no further action taken.
No, but it's good that you at least did
Yeah,
like
yeah,
even as a statistic, it's this even as numbers, it's good that like you should never let that shit slide. Like
no.
it can be used, and
Um,
now you have also a paper trail. Like if somebody finds that shit and tries to relitigate it, at least you know, like no, I did this right then.
yeah. Plus I've
Like for
taken.
example, you have a track record of me anytime I've been called a pedophile, destroying the life of the person who does it.
Yeah,
Like I've gotten two people to deactivate because they've like started having the worst time.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
deactivate Twitter, not deactivate life, by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. Well, it probably won't be a bad idea. Just saying.
Yeah,
Um, but,
yeah.
but I mean,
One of them did threaten to kill themselves, though. I'm going to kill himself, and it's going to be your fault. And like, I've had, I've had friends who have killed themselves. Bad idea to try to pull that fucking bullshit with me. So now, then I got angry instead and started like yelling at them over that. Don't ever fucking do that shit.
yeah. Um,
That turned
I
out the
mean,
way they wanted to. I don't know.
I've got evidence. I've taken screenshots of what they said. So,
Yeah,
because that's what I do now. Whenever they say something stupid, like, I don't screenshot someone misgendering me because that's just stupid. I just laugh that off.
yeah.
But
Like, who
when they
cares?
falsely accuse me of being a P or G word or any other word, I screenshot
Yeah,
and
like
it's like, how?
that's not allowed
No, I didn't. I
in
didn't.
life.
No,
Like you're not allowed to do that. Like they should know that.
no. But it's like I even said to him, like, like? I even said to him or them, sorry, because I never know who these people are because they always use like
They're always
our
dudes, though.
yeah, they always use avatars and they probably have multiple accounts. But I was like, do you realize how stupid you are? You are falsely accusing someone of something they are not, a complete stranger with no evidence.
Yeah.
And he's like, that was like one of many.
Is this
And
number 46?
might be.
Yeah, I think so.
I've lost count. Like, to be honest, I've
Yeah,
lost count at this point. It's probably up
yeah.
there.
Uh, I think
Um,
it's 46. I'm sorry. I needed to like have I needed to like
yeah.
put a number here.
Um, and then he said, he said he's made a police report on me and saying that I should cope. Um, calling me, you know, obviously accusing me again. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Personally, I don't think he has reported me. I think he's just doing that because he wants to get a rise out of me, but it's not working.
Yeah, of course. Like,
Because the first person I made a police report about, because I made my first one in February of this year, and I haven't heard from that person since, unless he's made another account because he's gone because he lives a sad life. But I haven't.
it's a clown face.
Yeah,
That's my episode for this week, motherfuckers.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
I've like been
I
going through. If I ever do an editing thing on this, I'll rename every episode into what I would call them if I were like naming them, and it will be the most childish shit ever.
yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I haven't heard from him unless again, like I just said, he has got
Yeah.
another account. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been dealing with for the past
Mm.
3 4 days is
And
non-stop
that sucks.
accusations.
That seems to suck dick.
When when with when someone like me who has social anxiety and s- general anxiety, and I don't
Yeah.
like people anyway, like yeah, well done for making my for
Yeah.
trying to make my life hell. But yeah, um, I I expect most of these accounts that have been attacking me for some reason are mostly trolls who support Donald Trump
Yeah, probably.
because he got re-elected. I don't know. Um,
Oh yeah, I haven't actually said anything about that. But like, also, I'm sorry. If you go back, if if you ever go back on these episodes, by the way, I have like a red in my hair now because I was a clown for Halloween. I don't know if you saw the picture of who I on the of the clown who I decided to name Sad Zacharias? No, either way. Sad Zacharias, the honk fucking Chester, the honk fucking molester jester,
oh yeah. Um,
who was genuinely fucking uncomfortable. But like, um, I have red in my hair. No, but like, I've never, I, I've been so shit at following this fucking election though. Like, I think
yeah,
I'm usually,
I yeah, looking at the photo now. Yeah,
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 because I
I
wanted to do
haven't
like, I
been
hate,
following it either.
yeah, what I hate about like horror movie clowns is that they are aesthetically pleasing still, and I
Yeah,
wanted it to not be.
yeah,
Well, I needed it to not be. Um, yeah. How do I do this?
yeah.
Hmm.
We shared it. Um,
Sorry?
I shared it, like reposted it or whatever it's fucking called on Twitter.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's been
Either way.
my thing. So yeah,
Well, shall we get on
yeah.
relating it to fucking clown then?
Oh
I'm.
yeah,
I have my little media thingy here. I have my little. I have my little. I have my bitch ready to go.
right. Let me. Right.
What the fuck
So
is up with me today? I should. Yeah.
right.
Uh,
Um,
you. I have. I'm going to be such a fucking bitch now because I'm going to go through this fucking thing.
I've emailed it to myself because I was show it up on my laptop, but
Yeah.
it'll be for me to read it. And for those of
I will be.
for those of you interested, I don't know. I may or may not put a link in the description so you can all check out yourself. Or actually, I might not even do that because by the time you listen to this, you'll probably be bored
Yeah.
of the cast review at this point, which again is being debunked again.
Oh yeah, because it's shit. Look what I can do. I'm such a fuck. This is the entirety of it, by the way. This is our debate. Honka honka. Because I'm going to use this as proof of something, and that proof is that I am first and foremost a fucking rhetorical genius. Um, Secondly, what I want to prove is that Mary Chu fucking sucks. Like genuinely, like why am I looking? Do I look pale to you?
No,
I think it's just
uh,
my lighting or something. I I
um,
I think I look. I got it. Anyway, so I'm
the
going to be
screen is black on my end. By the way, I can't see anything.
no numbers or anything.
I can see the number, but I can't see the actual.
Oh yeah, because I haven't started the video yet.
Oh,
This is our
uh,
debate. This is like the beginning of the debate.
okay.
Um, because like, and I'm going to be really fucking petty because she said I was unpleasant. Like she said no, she said I was angry. And like no, at most I got a bit annoyed because she wouldn't drop the fucking anger bullshit, and you know that gets me annoyed.
Yep.
Like I don't know, but I wasn't angry, and I'm not going to prove that to you. I'm not a fucking uh,
No.
not that good, basically. I'm not going to be able to prove that to you. That would be fucking amazing, though. But I am going to be doing this. I'm going to need to plug myself in, though. Do you have any notes that you want to start with or anything? Do you have anything that you want to start with?
Um.
I'm sorry that I'm just taking charge here.
No. No.
Uh,
No. This. This is.
I've been
This
so
is.
fucking mad at this person,
Yeah. This is.
and
This
I'm
is the
going to
thing.
give backstory on why she actually did manage to get me fucking furious for one point.
Yeah. This is the thing, right? For anyone out there listening, um, you're not always going to hear me take charge, right? Because this is.
Yeah,
If Max wants to take charge, she's more than welcome to because it's also her podcast as well. So if you hear Max on a certain episode, you got to roll with it. But what? Let
and
me
this
know.
is also like this is my war to fight. This is
Yeah,
my this is my bitch to strangle.
yeah. Um, I'll just.
But do you have any notes going in, like
Oh,
before I start
oh,
playing?
I have quite a lot. Well, I
Yeah,
say quite a lot. Basically, I'll start. So the cash report, formerly known as the Independent Review of Gender Identity Services for Children
yeah,
and Young People, has generated considerable discussion. Since its release of this essay aims to debunk several key findings of the report, scrutinizing the methods and assumptions that underpin its conclusions. While the report is often cited as a comprehensive assessment of gender identity services, a closer examination reveals significant shortcomings, which, um,
yeah,
with my notes and Max's notes, you will get a different, I don't want to say a different understanding because it's not. We just have a way of explaining it in more detail without sounding
yeah.
like a idiot. Because I actually back up. My notes is purely to back up what I said once or twice in that interview. Whereas Max will obviously
Yeah,
pinpoint the other stuff.
yeah. I'm going to be focusing on our debate because that's
Yeah,
what makes me
yeah,
react.
um,
And you like you that's,
yeah,
that's why I have it played up because I want to prove that like I handled myself so fucking well, and like you know that, like you saw
yeah,
me. But
Yeah.
like, I actually wasn't even that very mean to her. I wasn't
Mm.
unpleasant. I was being nice, and I said at the beginning that like she doesn't even have me on the shit that she should have me on. Like I should have been way worse, and I'm going to be talking about that as well because I do believe that there are moments where I'm being too nice to her,
Yeah,
which I will be. Yeah, I'll be discussing that, and like,
yeah. Well, I won't be hearing from her anymore because I blocked her. So
oh
she
yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's not like I'm not going to like I don't. She could fucking fuck off. I don't care.
yeah,
Um, but I am going like I I need to um what the fuck? Why isn't the microphone on? Why can't I? I actually set up my microphone right now, so I'm going to like try to find that. That's it. Automatically adjust volume. Use the audio devices to play. Fuck my life. Can you like? Mm, do I need to stop sharing for it to pop up a bit? Maybe. I'm going to stop sharing for a bit quickly.
yeah, that's fine.
Let me see.
So first, it is essential to address the methodology employed by the report. The CAS report relies heavily on anecdotal evidence and personal testimonies, which can lead to
Hmm.
confirmation bias, having a limited sample size that primarily focuses on certain demographics, restricts the scope of its conclusions. For example, by emphasizing experiences predominantly from the UK context, the report fails to consider a broader range of evidence available globally, which may suggest different trends or outcomes. This lack of a comprehensive dataset undermines the reliability of the report's findings. And this is what I tried to reiterate to her when she all of a sudden went on a fucking massive meltdown and started attacking me
Yeah.
after the debate with you. And this is what I
Yeah.
tried to reiterate to her. Like using anecdotal evidence and personal testimonies, that's fine. But when you're using it in a report, you need something more than that to back up that anecdotal evidence. You can't just rely on that and expect everyone to, all of a sudden agree with it. No, that's not how you conduct a report or a review. But because she's too stupid and she wants to be a pygmy, oh, I
Hello.
do.
Am
Hello.
I? Do I sound? I have an echo. Now, do I sound good? Good.
Yeah, you
You?
sound good. Yeah,
Yeah, nice. I just plugged in my.
mm, that's
I
fine.
finally got my fucking microphone working. Du- 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 du.
Yeah, so anecdotal evidence, personal testimonies, that's fine.
Yeah,
But you're writing a report review. You need something more.
yeah.
That's not going to work.
Oh, like
It's
of
like
course
it's
it's not
like
gonna.
no,
I don't know.
it's like you writing an academic paper,
Yeah.
but you haven't added other stuff to it, like added other vital information. It's not going to work. You're not going to
No,
pass.
it's like because it's and that's the thing about the entire fucking report as well. Like it's genuinely bad. Like it's poorly written. It's not. And it's really funny because at the beginning, and you're going to hear this soon, because at the beginning she says like she's neutral on the report. Like no, she's positive on the report. Like at least admit that. Like, don't be a fucking coward and like admit you're positive.
which is fine. Like, you can be positive to it. You can be a fucking moron. Like, that's the thing. It's allowed to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're allowed. What you're not allowed to do is fucking lie and
No, you're
claim to
not.
be. And that's kind of why I'm pissed at this. That's why I'm doing this. Like, that's genuine because she's lying, and she's lying, and she's a bad person. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this if this was just about that report to me, because like that would be boring. Like, no, this is me finding an enemy.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure, that's petty as shit. I am petty as shit. But like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, she's been saying that I walked around, she's been saying that I screamed at her. And like
Yeah.
and that's the thing. And like what got me, because I'm open about being a bad person.
Yeah,
And
you
like
said it.
the
You
reason
said
I'm
that
doing,
multiple times.
yeah. And like the
Yeah.
reason that I'm doing it isn't because I think, like, yeah, it's kind of because I think that it's a fun thing to like actively and knowingly be a shit person.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing, because like what I said to her was that, and we had this conversation on Twitter, which this was also why I finally snapped and said, okay, but I'm done with you now. Like, we're done, because I'm not going to be fucking doing that. And what she did was that she refused to take my word for it. Like, and I then I can't have a discussion with you. Like, then what you're doing is useless. If you're not even going to listen to what I'm fucking saying, and that's something that you're going to see here. She never listens to what I'm fucking saying throughout the entire debate, or well,
No.
discussion. And I want to be clear about that. Like, this is a discussion; it's not a debate.
Yeah.
Like, you can say, and like, uh, yeah, sure, that's me being anal about it, but like, there's a reason that I like that it's a discussion. I do prefer it to be a discussion, because I don't think a debate is a very uh, productive way of speaking to someone. Like,
No.
it not being a discussion, it's not being a debate, isn't poor. It's not bad. It's just different. And that means that we go into it with different things. Like, if this was a debate, I would go into it with the idea of winning, which I didn't. That's why I'm being nice to her. And by the way, you are going to see I am actually genuinely being so fucking nice to her
Oh yeah,
at
you
the
don't.
start.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you don't know how to
so
tell me
yeah,
that.
no, I know, but I'm like this is a bit of a what do you do? What do you call them? It's a teaser for the one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be jumping around. I'm not going to be. We're not going to be watching the whole thing.
No.
But the whole thing is available, of course,
Yeah.
because like um, because we did it.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it's available, because we fucking did it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're going to be, because she's a fucking lying. She's a fucking lying liar who lies a lot. Because she says shit happened in this debate that didn't. And I want to make, because like she claimed that I clipped her. She actually made the fucking claim that I clipped her. And like, you know what? I did clip her. Do you know? I clipped her in order to do a sort of funny little gotcha. But do you know what I made sure to not do? I made sure to never like not get her point with it. Like,
Yeah.
the way that I cut it, I always I always like brought in the point. And what you're going to see now is me butting my head against a fucking brick wall. And like, no, yeah, because she's just claiming something that didn't happen, and that kind of pisses me off. But when she said that, I was like, no, you don't believe that you're a bad person. Like, yeah, because what I'm telling you is that I do shit that goes against my own ethical code. Like, I believe that it's wrong to tell people, like, I believe that there is no circumstance under which it is not a bad thing to tell someone to kill themselves. Genuinely. I do not never I never believe that it's a good thing to do. I never believe that it's a moral thing to do, and I never believe that it's a right thing to do. But I do it. That's why I say that I'm a bad person. Because I do shit that I consider bad. Because I have another qualification. And what I qualify as like the shit that I should do, Like, I don't care about being a good person according to my own ethical standards. What I care about is being consistent and being like principled. Like, I'm much rather a principled person than a good person because that means something. Like,
Yeah.
I'm consistent as fuck. If I believe something for other people, I believe that for me as well, all of the fucking time. If I believe that I deserve something, I believe that for everyone else all the fucking time on the same basis. Like the whole thing, have a spine. The reason that that is such a big thing for me is because I consider it so fucking bad to do, like to hide away, to not actually be open about it. That's why I'm so harsh about it. Because I fucking hate that about me. Like if I would have done it, that. And I'm treating this people the same way that I personally am. Like that I would treat myself on that shit. And I am extremely like my psychologist. This sounds really great. My psychiatrist says that I know myself to an extent that she's genuinely like impressed about, but that I'm so hard at myself. Like I'm so hard on myself. Like if I ever have a like if I don't follow my principles, I will go fucking batshit insane. And the reason for that is because like I don't care about ethics. I care about this. This is what matters to me.
Yeah.
But that also means that yeah, I'm kind of a shit person at times. But like I don't care. But she wanted that to be some big thing, and and you're going to see that she does that a lot. She desperately wants to like pretend to be some kind of mother figure to me.
Yeah.
She does the same thing when I say that I hate being trans, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you." And like, don't why? I don't care. Like, I just don't like being one thing about my life. My life is fucking awesome. So now we're going to. I'm going to start playing this now. Do you have anything else you want to add before we?
Uh, I'll say this one last thing because otherwise
Yeah.
we're gonna be here for
And like, if
forever.
something comes up during the, like, if you find something, like, say it as well, like this.
Yeah.
I know that's
So
just fucking common sense, but some people don't have that.
yeah. Um. Furthermore, the report positions itself as a critique of the current gender identity services, suggesting that a more cautious approach is necessary. However, it overlooks the fundamental understanding of gender dysphoria and the importance of timely, affirmative care. Research in psychological and medical fields underscores that delaying treatment can exacerbate distress among transgender youth. By advocating for a more conservative approach, the CAS report risks inflicting harm on vulnerable populations, contradicting best practices supported by many leading health organizations. And what
Yeah.
you and you know, Mary says this thing that she broadly agrees with it.
Yeah. How do you
When you
broadly
say
agree with this?
yeah, when you say you broadly agree with something like the CAS review, and you vehemently defend it, like she has done,
Yeah.
as she tried to do to me and during the
She cannot
debate.
say a bad word about it. Like during the entire
You can't.
discussion, she doesn't say like one bad thing about it, and
Yeah,
you'll notice that as well.
yeah, and like you'll hear us, and we might get to it. I don't know where we get onto the puberty thing. She says something really
Yeah.
stupid, but I'm sure, but we might
Oh yeah,
highlight.
we're going to do that, and I'm going to actually. Do you know what I'm going to do? I haven't done this beforehand. I know kind of what it is, but I'm going to look up the like bad things, like what actually is harmful about precocious puberty during this, because she fucking doesn't.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, we get to the puberty thing. I'm sorry. I kind of interrupted you. What you were saying?
no, no, that's no. I've said,
Oh yeah,
um,
yeah. That
yeah,
she's vehemently defending it, and you say,
yeah,
yeah. I'm sorry.
like I'm sorry, but when you know, and I'm not gonna, and And I'm gonna play devil's advocate and assume that Mary isn't as stupid as she portrays herself to be. She's
I'm going
she's
to be. Oh yeah, no, but like that's not believing the devil's advocate. That's
yeah,
condemning her with faint praise. She's
well, yeah,
that
cool.
means she's evil.
Yeah. Uh, but when the cast review has been debunked, as she knows it has been, like
Yeah.
when you defend something that much, like you clearly can't distinguish the truth from the lie. But
Oh
we're gonna highlight this in certain clips because we're not gonna play the whole
yeah.
thing. You can go watch it yourself.
I was actually going to like edit together a sort of, but I didn't. I haven't had the time. I also edited like a birthday video for my best friend on Saturday. So like I was I because she had a birthday party, but it was last minute, so a lot of people couldn't show up. So on Friday, I get the idea to like, why don't I just text every single person I know that also knows her and like ask, do you want to say congratulations to her in a video that I make? And like, yeah, that was it was really good. She got so fucking happy, but yeah, I might not like it. I sat for 12 hours with that one because there were so many people who like did it, and I wanted it to be a good like I didn't just want it to be clip after clip after clip. So like I edited them together in a nice way.
Yeah.
Like I'm really good at editing actually.
Yeah. I watched the your obviously I watched
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. Oh right. I'm sorry. I of course you know that.
Yeah.
But like there I do it to like there were no big like
No.
I think that's the funniest bit about it. Or when I say like stand on the bridge with a gun to your head and it just like zooms out from me doing that or something. Or the yeah, I'm a huge fucking capitalist. Or I'm a huge fucking friend of capitalism, and just me as Scrooge McDuck. I tried to do those like because I have this weird sort of sense of universe about the whole what is it about us like because if you notice it's only me saying shit that does that like whenever you or some guest says something it's not like it doesn't get edited into psychosis
No.
because I have this like sort of weird uh head canon of like me just being some sort of weird being uh that fucks up reality. And what's funny, the funniest bit about it is also like you, because I thought when you said like I get that when I say people are starting to think I'm angry again, and you just go with yeah I get that. Uh, I because we talked about this later. I was since then I've thought that you meant like I understand why people are, and not like I get those as well. Uh, so that's why it sort of glitches in my head when you say I get that. No, I'm aggressive, and that's when the baby fetus meat grinder comes. I'm such a childish person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to start playing this now. If you're okay with that,
Yeah. But yeah, I'm okay with that.
let's
Yeah.
have some fun. This beat is sick. I'm gonna take a ride on my disco stick.
Welcome.
I'm going to be playing the. Did you hear yourself there? I am going to be playing the intro as well because I want to show that you actually do say what you claim to say.
Yeah. Back to another episode, a bonus episode of the Queer Gossip Podcast, episode number 42. Um,
Yeah.
this
Okay.
episode is going to be a interview slash debate, hopefully a respectful one about the cast review, and it's
I'll do
going to
my
be
best.
between
there. First and foremost, that's me saying I'll do my best on it being a
Yeah.
respectful debate. I'm not joking there. That's not me being like, ha ha ha, I'll try to, like, no, that's me saying I'll do my best, but then my bullshit meter will run out.
Max, my co-host, and the Mary Chew. I will be moderating. And so yeah, so I think without wasting any more time, we should get right into it. So if you want to start first, Mary, then the floor is yours.
Yeah. So I guess I'm here defending the cast review. My name is Mary, otherwise the Mary Chew, at the Mary Chew.
We're going to listen to her opening statement now because it's shit. Thing is, I genuinely thought that like she was going to bring an opening bit because that's the thing. And next, if we ever do a debate, I'm going to be more like on you about like if this is if we call it this a debate, I'm going to need like we have set times where we get to speak. That's why I'm really quiet here. I'm actually just listening to her. I'm taking notes.
On YouTube. Check it out. We're on the road to 1K. It's going to be great.
Also,
In
why
terms
is
of the
she just
cast review, I
mocking
mean,
us?
my position really is quite neutral on it.
Huh. That is fun.
I think that it makes a lot of good points. Highlights a lot of issues with gender affirming care, correctly highlights the social divide and how difficult getting like unbiased information on this kind of thing is. And yeah,
It's really funny that she complains about not getting unbiased information about it, and then like she is so clearly fucking biased. Like I'm genuinely not, but what I'm biased against is bad science. That is my main gripe with the fucking thing. I say that later as well. Like I got angry reading that review because it is bad science, and I hate bad science.
I think in general, the criticisms I've seen have been politicizing something that isn't really that political. There's a lot of conspiracy theories flowing around.
Do you remember hearing me like
with
saying
sort
anything
of
political?
suggesting that we
Aside
should
from, like, I
accept
want to
poor
kill
quality
politicians?
data because there isn't anything
Nope.
better? Yeah, I guess those are a few of my points. Why I'm
That's her opening statement. It didn't run for a minute. Like that's what I'm up against. And this is where I start to realize that I'm going to need to like switch my approach. So then I switch my approach to having a conversation. Like that's the thing. Like because I like in a debate, and here's what Mary doesn't get and didn't get either when I explained to it on Twitter. Explained this to her on Twitter. In a debate, you have your own times. Like I go first, maybe, or like now she went first, and then I go, and then like you even say that. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like then I go, then she goes, then like, and that's the thing. And the opening statement isn't supposed to respond to anything. So I was like ready. I'm not going to respond to this. I'm just going to get my shit out of the way, which is why I don't actually quite respond to her here. I just like run through what I don't like about it. And like that was me reading off of 3 words. That's what I had there. That's the notes that I had for that section, 3 or 4 words. So we'll try to like.
I say more neutral in the cast report. I guess I'm
You can
more
actually see
positive
me not
than yourself.
really getting that she's done.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Was that your? Do you want me to go then? Or...
Like
yeah, I mean that's
I don't
enough,
know
I
if
think,
it's
to
my
start
turn.
with, so
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to
I was
just
so
like
fucking pretty that night.
start with the fact that even if we
I look good in a suit.
like going outside of the cast report and like on Hillary Cast, and well, it is Hillary Cast, right? Oh god damn it, now I've forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah.
But but even like because if we move past the actual report review and like look at Cast, then there's definitely like no, she's not a politically neutral party. But then again, who the fuck is a politically neutral party? Some things that I think is genuinely fucking abhorrent about the review and why I think it's a fucking hack job.
This is the first time she does that, and I say that.
That like first and foremost, they define children in this case like up to the age of 25, which
they do, by the way. If you do actually read the fucking report, Like, I still don't have fucking page numbers. I'm not going to be bothering with that. Like, but if you do actually read the report, because what they do is that they say that the between 18 and 25 need to be in some sort of transitionary care, which is funny because they want to be like a kind of transition, but they need to be in like some sort of middle ground care. Why? For what other treatment is that even talked about? Like, have you heard them stop treating child cancer and they start treating like adult cancer? But first we have an intermediary cancer. No, of course not. It's asinine because what that does is that it infantilizes 25-year-olds. It tells 23, 24, like, yeah, it tells like a 23-year-old that, oh, you're absolutely getting this care, but you are sort of almost grown up. That's the kind of shit, like, in Sweden you get to buy liquor at the store when you are 20, but you can buy liquor at the bar when you're like 18. And that 18, like being an adult at 18, that's bullshit. You're an adult when you're 25, actually, because that's when you can get sterilized. And that's the last like limitation that we have on age in Sweden. But like, this isn't. That's not like saying that you're not allowed this treatment. Yeah, and that's sterilization. Sterilization is the only one that I know that has that, but that just it doesn't allow it up to 25 in Sweden because you're supposed to like have you really made your choice? Blah 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 blah. And also that 25 is like the brain being done developing at 25, which is a fucking myth, by the way. That's a myth, and it's fucking reprehensible that that's still being pushed around, and it's absolutely disgusting that it's pushed around in this fucking review. The brain is never done developing, you fucking idiots. It's like, do you stop learning things? Like the plasticity of the brain is changed, but like I know this shit. This is what you get to know when you become a teacher, you fucking idiot. Like you shouldn't. There is no actual biological difference between like aside from puberty and hormones and stuff, like there's no biological difference in intelligence between child and non-child. Like as a societal category, in order to protect children, that differentiation is really fucking good. But in like a sort of freedom shit, no, it's not good. It's not good that we have like that we pretend like that the 25-year-olds aren't fucking adults. The 20-year-olds aren't adults. They need to be fucking. Huh. Am I making myself clear here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's what I
fully.
mean when I say that they treat the children as 25, treat 25-year-olds as children. And I'm going to be doing that a lot in this one, because like if you hear what I'm saying, I'm using like loaded vocabulary, and I am absolutely like generalizing, and I'm doing the whole thing where I say that, like for example, oh, they want an intermediary time. That
Yeah.
means that they want to go with 25-year-olds being children. Like what I'm doing is that I'm saying the conclusion of it, and then I'm going from there. I do that as well when I say that they want strictly psychological care. No, they don't say that they want only that, but everything in their view fucking makes that clear that that's what they're going with. And same thing when I say that they want to fuck, I do that once more, at least once more. Anyway, I'm going with the conclusion first. That's what I'm doing. Like, if you don't rhetorically understand that, it's not my fault that you brained it, Mary.
Mhm.
It might be my fault that you have to live in shame for the rest of your fucking existence, but that's you being
Complete
pathetic.
fucking insanity. It has unattainable standards that is like and tosses out any fucking research that disagrees with it.
Yeah,
It has
it does
no
this.
evidence to the assertions that it makes. Like for example, yeah, it says that puberty blockers haven't been satisfied. It hasn't been proved. God damn it!
Satisfactory. You're trying
Doing
to
this
say
in my second
satisfactory, you
language
fucking
is
idiot.
like my excuse right now. But
I've been so annoyed at my
it-
language like
that it
competency
hasn't
in
been
this
like
debate.
there isn't enough satisfactory evidence to suggest that they work. But then it's still like does shit uh where do we have it? Um, uh, Gives ideas for purely psychological treatments instead, even though the evidence for that is like
And actually listen to what I'm saying, because later she's going to say, "Oh, I don't think they mean strictly psychological," and I change it to strictly psychological because I kind of lose my words. But here I'm saying that it gives ideas for purely psychological treatment. I'm not saying that it wants you to go purely psychological, you fucking clown. I'm saying that it has, like, that's what it puts it against, which is also fucking reprehensible.
bare slim to none as well, and like it not working is kind of fucking horrible if it doesn't happen. I genuinely don't know what good points you are referring to
She
in
never
the
says this
review.
either.
It argues, for example, social contagion, which
Which
is
she never
been
brings up.
discredited time and time again. It's offers nothing new to this to show that it would work. It has a
I'm
very
talking about, like,
non-specific
social
language
contagion
written
being
to
a thing.
sound neutral, but it's just not. It's humming and hawing about stuff. Like, for example, they talk about like individuals that are inflicted with gender, with questioning their gender and stuff like that to avoid saying certain things.
Here I'm kind of fumbling my points. Actually, I'm going to be I'm going to be done doing this fucking play-by-play bullshit. But there are certain points where there is one more area where I really fuck up, because I want. That's the one part where I have actually seen something about the cast review. Like, mainly I hadn't done any research about it outside of reading the fucking review. But I did see one video, and I have like that. That's when I go the double blind bullshit. Like, I have that so fresh in my mind that I just blurt it out at some point where it doesn't even, like, it's not relevant and it's fucking shameful. And you're going to have to see me, like, I'm going to be fucking ashamed. Because that's the most embarrassing fucking bullshit that I do this entire fucking episode, that entire fucking video, and I'm sweating right now. I've started sweating because I talked about it. Like, I hate showing myself to be a dumb bitch, but it happens so fucking often. Like, the reason that I've gotten smart is because I hate being like feeling like I'm an idiot. Like, that's the worst part. Like, I talked to this about my boyfriend after I had this discussion that, like, people are so scared of being wrong, and like, I'm scared of being wrong. I hate being wrong. It's the worst sensation ever. I sound like a fucking psycho. I look like a dumb bitch. I sound like I'm the tool of the person who is correct. So I hate it. But my reaction to, like, hating that as so fucking much was to, like, not be wrong. Like, just be correct. Just have the right fucking idea and opinions, you fucking idiot. Don't I?
It's fucking
Yeah,
atrocious. This is like the quality of this is like the quality of the fucking bell curve. If you know that book that argues that like white people are more intelligent on Mars. That's
this is
pretty
a
much
great
like the
fucking point.
scientific
Good job,
literacy
Max.
of this
I love
fucking
you.
report.
Beautiful.
Also, then it's just funny that it has like AI generated image. I do agree
I
with
should
it
have
that we
gone harder
need.
on that one, because it is a problem. It's a problem that they use AI generated images, because it does show
Yeah.
that they don't care. It shows the lack of care. Like, I should have gone harder on that point, and I do
New and more
regret that.
for the most part, like science or like we need more studies that like that
Yeah.
not studies puberty blockers and the ones arguing against it. Like it's not an equal match at all, and that's probably my point.
I started skipping there because I forgot how much longer mine was. But
Yeah.
notice that was actually an opening statement. It was coherent. Yeah, I did fumble a bit, but that was because I hadn't written it down, and I've never done this. First of all, I've never held a debate in English before. And second, I have never in my life done it over the internet and stuff. And like, when we started doing this, I had a really, like, the first episode we did or something. I had such a hard time with like, you'll go back and notice like clear silences from me, because I don't know how to chime in on, like, online, because it's the joke, Grandma Max. I don't know
Yeah.
this kind of shit because I'm not a technologically competent person. But like, And that's kind of, I struggled a bit with that in this one as well. Like, but like mine was an opening statement. It was 4 minutes long, and I said what I wanted to say. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I think that's what. Oh yeah, I think it has some good points. What good points, Mary? Why don't you say the good points? You fucking cunt!
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sorry, I kind of worked myself into an actual anger there.
Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't realize until now when I was speaking how fucking dumb it is. And she says that it's a good point, that it has good points, and she says fucking no good points during that entire opening statement. Anyway, so that was
Yeah.
our opening statement. And like, even without actually, like, there's the point where I say, like, I don't know what fucking good points you mean about it. That was because, like, yeah, she had spoken about there being good points, and I actually had a moment where I said, like, yeah, this would be it doesn't have it. It doesn't make any good point. Like, I had that in my head even without it, so then it came out as that. But other than that, I actually don't respond to her. But then I noticed, like, yeah, this isn't a fucking debate. This is just a discussion, and I'm fine with that. Like, that's a good thing. But that's why my approach changes quite a lot after this moment, actually. And also why I start, like, being a bitch at times.
Did I
we're going
speak
to-
quickly and
That's
pretty
okay.
fucking
Oh yeah,
Just
here
to
as well.
start with,
Like,
okay, sorry, I noted some stuff down. I didn't really get them in order.
yeah?
how? By the way, how didn't you get them in order? Like, I'm sorry. I'm genuinely, like, I'm genuinely curious at how you would do that out of order. Like, not that I have some perfect structure, like, just on a fucking, like, general note. How do you take notes, Mary? How does your fucking brain functions? How do you do?
Yeah.
How does
That.
time work for you? Are you a fucking time lord?
Yeah.
So,
That.
By the
um,
way, I'm
Don't
going
worry.
to,
And
like,
like, if I need
I'm
to,
sorry.
I know that I speak quickly and
That's
pretty
okay.
fucking slurring. So just if I need to clarify something, just light me up.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
don't
I
worry.
slur my
So the
words. I
first
don't mean
one
I use
was
slurs, by the way, there.
you're suggesting there's not enough evidence that puberty blockers don't work. Was that what you said?
No, the study is
First thing she says to me after I've said my opening point is a question, and she's wrong about my fucking argument.
Yeah.
The first thing, the literal first thing she says to me as a response to me is a misunderstanding of something that I said. Because I'm clear about what I say. What I say is that they say that there's not enough evidence for puberty blockers, so we need to, like, consider strictly psychological treatments. I don't say that it's not enough to not show them work. I'm saying that there's not enough evidence on the side that they want us to consider.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, this has nothing to do with puberty blockers. If you actually listen to my fucking arguments, Mary, you're going to notice that I'm never saying a fucking thing that is like pro. Like, yeah, when I say, like, you should ask them and stuff like that, but that's because that works. Like, that's just true. But, like, I'm actually never saying something that isn't, like, fucking just against something. I'm never taking us. I'm actually never taking a side, but I do take a clear side. But, like, I'm way more neutral than she is here because I only, like, attack the parts where I don't think it works. I'm not
Yeah.
building something, Mary. You fucking idiot.
suggesting that there's not enough evidence to say they work, so we should like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you saying that there's not enough evidence of that? The fact that
No,
you don't
what
think
I'm
they
saying
work?
is that what I'm saying that
Words.
what they pose as an alternative doesn't have any evidence behind it either.
Do you know why that is? It's because no one does
Yeah.
anything else. WPATH is like
Then do something
it
else.
has the standard for almost everywhere, so it's not going to be evidence for anything else because it's all one way.
Yeah, except like that's a very
I'm kind of caught off guard by this one, actually, which is why I don't like. But it is a really weird point, isn't it? Like,
Mhm.
that's because it hasn't been done. Yeah, well, then do it before you start saying that we should do it. And also, like, I don't know, it was done for quite a fucking while before we started transitioning people. And when I say started transitioning people, I don't mean like transing children. I mean like like letting them go through transition.
Yeah.
Like, do you think conversion therapy hasn't been tried, Mary? You fucking cunt. Can you convert back to a fucking vertebrae?
No, you don't. Like, yeah,
Sorry.
the
No evidence to it either.
Yeah,
Her
because no one
point
does it.
shouldn't be either of those things.
I mean, I just jumped like 2 minutes into the future. And we're still on that point. This is the thing. She doesn't fucking know how to respond to anything. All she does is like having this weird fucking actually at times genuinely impressively thick skull. Like that's her fucking debate tactic. Being a moron.
yeah,
And like if I sound frustrated right now, yeah, I am. I am actually quite fucking frustrated right now. Because I remember how it felt. Like when I was doing this to her, I could tell her to be an idiot and I can hear that she was sad. That made me feel good. Like I don't get that pleasure now. This is me, the Max, we're talking to right now.
yeah,
And I want to like be clear, like she's it's going to be really fucking fun in a while that she's been like whining about me being so mean to her because like she says that words doesn't matter.
what do they do?
But it is. It's clearly leaning towards the purely psychological.
There's a couple of things I'd say to that. First off, the 200
Say to what?
Particularly in treating children and vulnerable. For fact, rich passport, and then you can that you know.
But it is. It's clearly leaning towards the purely psychological. But it shouldn't.
Well, maybe
Also,
it
can
is,
I-
but I mean, like I said, we're not going to get evidence for something we never do, you know?
Can
No,
I,
so
also,
she
again,
shouldn't.
yeah, sorry. I'm just going to chime. I'm just going to chime in quickly on the WPATH files that you mentioned, Barry.
Yeah, isn't this you just fact checking her?
Here are some points to consider, right? Misinterpretation and errors. Critics are
Like, are you arguing here? You're just like fact checking her, right? That's what a
Yeah.
moderator does. A moderator actually does fact check.
yeah,
Or like
And-
debates used to have a chat.
and prior to setting up this debate, because
Oh yeah, I know that you did. I thought that you actually did it in the beginning, because you do say that at some point, at least. Like, I'm going to try to not chime in. I was certain that was the beginning. It might have been before we started recording, when we were like talking off air.
yeah,
Because we did. I've always like, whenever I've started this debate, I think it like starts in the wrong place because I remember the discussion that we had beforehand, like her
Yeah,
not being able to be on camera for whatever fucking dumb reason.
yeah, because
I don't
I
care.
did say,
Like,
yeah,
why would I
so-
care? Well, who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah.
have your ugly little name there.
yeah, because I did say that I will chime in if I have to, and and you can
Yeah.
hear me say that, right? But anyway, prior to this debate, because she didn't want to debate me, and then she started fucking moaning that she did. But anyway,
Yeah. No, she wanted to debate me, right?
yeah,
What the fuck did she think?
I don't
She
know,
followed me. She followed me
Yeah.
on Twitter when we had this debate.
yeah,
Like, she had been doing so for quite a while as well.
yeah. It's like but like I fact checked her then twice, in fact.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And once
what-
again,
that,
like, the
you-
reason that you can't do that to me, like, you actually can't fact check me in this debate because I'm not talking about facts. I'm talking about like what doesn't work about the review, how it's
Yeah.
not scientifically literate. You can't actually fact check a single fucking thing that I say aside from like having to read through a bunch of articles that I say that they should have used.
yeah. And it's like,
Like,
this is why I said what I said. Right?
Yeah.
I had the notes on my phone. Right?
Yeah.
She clearly didn't want to debate me, and there's probably a reason for that.
yeah,
Because
there's a point where you think where she thinks that I can see through your eyes actually, which is really fucking funny.
Well, first of all, Max doesn't have that ability, but if she did, I think she'd use it in a way that's more convenient.
Yeah,
Then
and like
it-
funny.
Into my
Like
eye.
I wouldn't. No. Oh no, I'm going to. I'm gonna be reading notes. Oh,
It's like what?
I'm a fucking
Like,
dork.
yeah,
I'm a
it's like,
fucking nerd.
yeah, it's like,
Mary, unlike you, I didn't get bullied in school, you fucking cunt.
yeah, it's like. Does she expect to come on this debate and expect to say what she wants? No. If
And
you
meet
want
a
to say
mature
what,
person.
yeah, if you want to say what you want, then stay on your channel. Just stay in your little bubble, right? And don't interview anyone. Just remain stupid.
Yeah, and like when you do that, maybe make sure that you're not doing a discussion with someone who says that I don't treat this as a debate topic. I treat it as blood sport.
Yeah, but I mean, we
Like, and
can.
also like I assumed that she didn't know who I was, so I like, yeah, fine. I'm going to be pleasant at the start.
She probably felt more safer because obviously you're also trans. That might be part of it because according
Yeah, she
because
does try to lump me in with the trans community. Like she does that as well. Like you're more a part of the trans community than I am because I fucking resent communities.
yeah, yeah,
And like
yeah,
you
because
have the trans flag, I fucking don't.
yeah,
Like I'm on this podcast. This podcast is my main news for trans people.
yeah,
Like I'm not, and that's why it's so funny when she starts to like doing that bullshit. Like because she starts like trying to lump me in with the trans community and stuff. And we're going to listen to that too as well because I had, but to that as well because I have such a good point today.
yeah. It's like we
But
can
like she did that on Twitter. Sorry.
yeah, we can like skip this part because because as
Yeah,
you'll
yeah. I just
see,
wanted to know what it
we
was
can
because
maybe
like,
do
but
something. That W pass guidelines may lead
there's
to
one.
of the points to consider.
The 216 errors was cited by Erin Reed. In the article that she cited it
Oh yeah, this is really funny. I'm going to like because even if she's right here, it's a weird thing.
in, she listed maybe 10 to 12 of those errors.
Okay, so 10 to 12 errors. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Like
and
that.
maybe
And I wish I would have caught this, but like
yeah,
I was like thinking of my next point at this point. Like I didn't. I was so I think I was like half listening. But like I should have caught that. Like 10 to 12 errors is still a fucking lot. Can we talk about the fact that she did 10 to 12? Do you know how many errors I have in my fucking like my fucking exam paper, like in my graduation paper, like in my my masters, Do you know how many fucking errors I have in my masters? None.
yeah,
Like, and 1 or 2, fine. But like 10 or 12, it's fucking lot.
And has
Yeah, I'm
never
just gonna-
provided a full list of these 216 things, or like that occurs at a different time in your life in where they were. She's never provided this. The second thing is cis people do use puberty blockers, but for a different issue that occurs at a different time in your life for a different reason. It's not really comparable, unfortunately.
I would argue that is for the very exact same thing.
She doesn't even seem to understand what I'm saying.
It's
What's
for
that, sorry?
like it's for preset puberty.
Yeah,
I did.
progressive
because,
puberty,
which
like,
happens-
yeah,
for
I
trans
probably
people
used the
is
wrong word, but like
the puberty. Like that's
there's no
yeah, but
that's
there's
the
nothing
same
wrong
thing.
with the puberty they're going through. It's natural.
Um,
Precocious isn't natural, or it's not meant
Uh,
to be.
no,
Okay, here's also like I should have pressed her more on this because like natural doesn't mean good, you fucking idiots. Like natural means natural, that's it. Like crocodiles are natural, cyanide is natural, my massive fucking cock is natural. Like the and only one of those things are good, and it's not the one you think. But like there's a lot of shit that is natural. Do you know what's actually natural? Because like in nature, people like fuck their family all the time. People like animals. Animals fuck family members constantly. We as a society has decided that like incest is weird and bad, and we shouldn't do it. This is based on our morality and based on like genetics. But like animals don't care about that. Animals commit cannibalism. Animals commit incest. Animals rape. Animals fucking like all of these things are natural and they're naturally occurring in humans. And like you saying that something is naturally, therefore it's bad. Something is unnatural and therefore it's bad, or something is natural and therefore it's good. It makes you a fucking 5-year-old. You toddler little cunt. Okay, I really don't want that toddler little cunt to be clipped. But like, it. Are you 5? Are you fucking 5, Mary? You childish bitch. And that's me. That's me calling you childish. And I'm actually like, because she's going to start Googling fucking, and it's really funny because I can hear her fucking keyboard like typing away,
Yeah.
but she never says anything. So when she starts doing that, I'm going to start Googling what the fucking side effects to precocious puberty is.
Natural doesn't mean
Yeah.
good. So let's just drop that.
It also doesn't mean bad.
No, I know.
Well,
But it's
It means
it means
normal.
irrelevant.
You're not
No, it
fixing
means
anything.
irrelevant.
It's normal.
I'm sorry, using that phrasing, it means irrelevant. That fucking stellar move. I'm great. I'm so fucking good
Okay,
I have
so
I have contact lenses. That's not natural.
Sorry? Oh wait, was that you in the video?
no,
Yeah, I thought it like when you said okay, so I thought that was like you now.
no,
Now, because like, but yeah, here I say I have contact lenses.
Yeah, but they fix something, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
and
fucking
like
Christ, you're so
having
bad.
puberty blockers would have fixed up quite a lot of fucking things for me.
How do you know?
Oh yeah, because like puberty gave me panic attacks when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean you definitely would have been happier if you had had puberty blockers. You might have had all,
Oh
all
yeah,
different kinds of
it
issues.
absolutely does. It absolutely does because the like panic
Do
attacks
you
was
hear how
clearly
fucking
about
bad
one
she is?
thing
Like
about
as a
puberty, and that was
Okay,
like
I mean,
me
I
just
going away
rhetorically
from it.
I
incompetent.
don't know you well enough to really comment
Uh,
on your life, but in general, a person
Then don't fucking comment. You comment on so many people's lives, Mary, because you constantly say that, oh, they don't know that, and you don't know that, and shit like that. Like, no, Mary, fuck off. Like, either admit that you don't understand other people's lives and that you cannot not see through their eyes, or pretend like you can't. But you can't have it both ways, you fucking muppet. And why are you so fucking quick to give up on like trying to disprove me here? Like, if you notice, I don't do that. I don't fucking concede any. I don't fucking concede any ground to her because I know that I'm right. And I'm starting to think you're right. I'm starting to think she actually knows that she's wrong. In which case, you're evil, Mary. Like, you're not even dumb. You're just evil. And you doing that with the rhetoric of a fucking 5-year-old? That's pathetic. You're treating this like, and you say that I'm being mean to you. Go hang yourself, you fucking cunt. That's me being mean to you. Do you want to know what I am in this fucking debate? I'm civil to you. Because one of the times when I'm calling you a fucking idiot, I'm doing it to prove a fucking point, and you're going to see that later. But like,
really doesn't know if puberty blockers and a younger transition would actually have made them happier, or if it would have been a different set of problems. No one knows
There are
that.
enough
I don't know
people.
if it would have
There
been
are
true of
enough
me.
people saying exactly those words.
you
Like,
don't know if psychiatry is
to-
going to help you.
to-
You
to
might just
say
like
that,
you might just
there
be
are
sad for
quite a lot
another
of people
reason.
doing that.
You don't know if
Actually,
you need to treat your depression. You
What,
might be
saying
sad
that they
for
would
another
have been
reason.
happier if they went through a
Yeah.
younger transition? Well, they don't know
Yeah.
that, do they? How can you?
How do you know? How do you know?
Well, because
I
they didn't
know.
go through it.
No, but I know they went through the other. They went through like the puberty that they shouldn't have.
Yeah, so they haven't experienced the thing they're saying would be better, so they don't know.
No, but having like
Mm.
a lack of an experience that is fucking awful would have been better.
Depends
Like
what
not
the other
having a
experience
traumatizing
is.
experience is better.
It depends what the other experience is, and we never know because it didn't happen.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you want to hear something fun? Like, I'm
Mhm.
going to fact check this, of course, but like Wikipedia is actually a fairly good source if you know how to adjust for the thing. In medicine, precocious puberty is puberty occurring at an unusually early age. In most cases, the process is normal in every aspect, except the unusually early age, and simply represents a variation of normal development. Mary,
Yeah.
Mary, you fucking bitch. How are you? How can you fucking live with yourself, you dumb bitch?
there is early development of secondary sex drive. characteristics and gametogenesis. Blah, I hate that word. Also starts earlier. Precocious puberty is of two types: the precocious puberty and pseudo-precocious puberty. In a minority of children with precocious puberty, the early development is triggered by a disease such as a tumor, injury of the brain. That's actually, like, Mary, you have your answer. That's why we need to, like, treat it. Like, the answer is there. Like, how am I better at making your points than you are? And, like, but my argument still stands. Like, precocious puberty is the same thing for, like, all trans people who doesn't get puberty blockers and doesn't, like, end their puberty. They have precocious puberty. I went through precocious. I'm going to fucking shoot myself. I went through precocious puberty because I had, like, a male puberty.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that's my argument. And now I actually am fact checking you, Mary. How does when I actually did? How does it feel when I actually care enough to do that? I'm just guessing you're going to watch this, you lazy fuck. And also, like, because I asked her, so
Fuck it, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm so
I mean,
sorry,
you get one life.
that's
You'll never know. You'll never know what you didn't experience, right? It's the same with any of
I
it.
hate you so much, Mary.
Yeah,
I
you can
genuinely
absolutely
hate you.
compare it. Like, you can compare hypotheticals.
Well, you can.
It's
you can
fucking absurd to
speculate
say
on
that you
it.
can't.
You'll speculate on
Yeah,
it, but you'll never
it's-
know.
Oh yeah, I absolutely
Speculate
do
on
know.
it.
Okay, I mean, I
would rather
fail
get
to see how,
tortured.
but we can move on if you want.
Yeah, I don't know, because I can actually fucking see alternatives. I don't know.
Well, you can see
I don't have a
alternatives.
strictly pragmatic mind.
You can
What I mean by don't have a strictly pragmatic mind is that I can actually, like, I have fantasies. I'm not a pure pragmatist. I'm not like this weird fucking automaton that Mary apparently thinks that we are, who doesn't know anything about myself and I cannot have dreams. Like, she is. Are you a fucking robot, Mary? Is the oil? Do you need an oil change or something? I think you're running low on batteries,
see
motherfucker.
alternatives, but you don't know how they'll actually go. You don't know what effect puberty blockers would have on your specific body. Whether it would have complications, you know, all sorts.
You don't know how this fucking
Absolutely, and
stem
I will
cells
say
would
that to
treat
any
you.
girl entering into preset puberty as well. You don't know how this will treat your body, so you're just going to have to get your period when you're
difference-
7 years old. It's fucking insane.
The difference
It's
is
not different.
the difference is
I love myself here.
precocious puberty
Because I
is
just
happening
write on
way
the-
too
it's not
early.
different.
That's the problem. That's why
Yeah, and that's
the
not
problem
a
they solve.
health risk. That's not a fucking health risk.
How do you know?
What?
How do
Because
you
it's
know it's
not
not a
like the
health
worst
risk
thing that
because
happens is
puberty
There
that
are
they
some
enter
moments
puberty
where
early,
I'm
which
just
is
like, I'm
traumatizing for them.
flabbergasted
We
at her
shouldn't
fucking
let them-
idiocy.
We shouldn't force them
How do you
through it.
know?
I don't think we should
traumatizing.
force anyone through like an early onset puberty.
We shouldn't force anyone. What I'm trying to say. I don't know if you're quite understanding. And maybe I'm not.
Hey, Mary, you condescending fuck. I am understanding you. I'm not agreeing with you. Somebody, are you a narcissist, Mary? Because, like, I probably am, actually. Like, since I was like, okay, but since I'm also the world's best narcissist, I made sure to adjust my worldview to, like, not be a piece of shit. Which means that I understand that other people can have a different opinion than I do, and not because they don't understand, but rather because they might understand, but maybe we're just having different opinions about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand this. I don't know if you understand human interaction, Mary. I'm soon. I'm going to be done
Okay,
soon.
that's
I'm just
absolutely fine.
yeah.
Precocious puberty is a problem because we shouldn't force anyone. What I'm trying to say, I don't know if you're quite understanding, and maybe I'm not being clear. That's absolutely fine.
Maybe you're not being
Precocious
clear.
puberty is a
You
problem
are being
because
clear.
it's too
You're wrong.
early. You could end up getting problems from going through that puberty too early when your body is not ready for it.
What?
Here-
Like, your body is clearly ready for it. That's why it starts
And
puberty.
that's my thing. Yeah, like, it is clearly ready for it. Like, the body doesn't start puberty early because it's just like, oh, I can't wait to be an adult. It starts puberty early because, like, the hormonal production in the body makes it start puberty early. Are you a fucking idiot, Mary? Do you believe in God, Mary? Because that's literally the reason. Like, do you believe that there are set rules? We are nature's fucking mistakes. Sorry.
No, that's why it's precocious, because it's happening too early.
No, it's
No, it's
precocious
precocious
because of
because
societal
we have,
standards, you
like,
fucking idiot.
decided that it is
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
what I
sorry?
said.
a general area, but like, sure, give me the complications for
General
regarding
age, you fucking
puberty.
cunt.
Give me a sec,
Fuck,
Jesus.
Max.
I've heard
Learn
about
how to
things like
fucking
people
speak.
getting like little sacks of milk getting stuck and stuff. Hang on.
What are you
I'd have
even
thought you'd have
saying?
looked this up.
Sacks of
although
milk
it's
stuck
fine.
where? What
know.
Oh, yeah,
are
I
you
have.
saying here, Mary? Because I
Yeah,
genuinely
because
don't know.
to me, this is just a complete sacks of milk getting stuck and stuff.
The complications for like precocious
Like, I've listened back to this several times now. I still do not
Puberty.
understand what the fuck she's
Give me a
getting at.
sec, Jesus. I've heard about things like people getting like little sacks
you
of
can actually
milk
hear
getting
her, like,
stuck
keep
and
it
stuff. Hang on. I'd have thought you'd have
Sorry?
looked this up as all, but it's fine. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I
She
have.
does Google it.
Yeah, because to me, this is just a completely different issue, so it's an irrelevance. And
That's also funny because, like, yeah, do you think that I'm saying this because I don't know? No, I'm saying this to prove you wrong, you fucking idiot. I thought you had looked this up. Yeah, I have. But you clearly haven't.
anyway,
No, it's absolutely not a completely different issue. It's the very same issue. Because my point is that
This
it's
is the
precocious
best thing that I do
puberty for
during the
trans
entire
people as well.
debate, like throughout. I
but
never
precocious
see
means
any
it's too
ground.
early.
Yeah, I mean, and like any puberty hitting a trans person that isn't a part of the gender is too early. Like it shouldn't happen at all,
It shouldn't happen based on what?
based on their gender identity.
Based on their
I
gender,
do not give a
but their
shit about
gender is just
natural.
what they call themselves.
I do
Yeah,
not give a shit
exactly.
about
But
natural. That's just
no, it's also
That's
like
nothing,
what
then.
they are.
And here we're going into like, how do you know again? Even though we've already done it, like she goes back to this like philosophical nonsense, and then she hates me calling it out as philosophical nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. Like, yeah, it is. It's absolutely nonsense. What do you mean people don't know who they are? You fucking cunt.
I'm a
Oh, yeah,
male.
but
I'm a
that's
trans woman at
skipping.
best. Why would I want? Because they,
Oh yeah,
A
yeah.
trans person that isn't a part of the
it's
gender.
what they call themselves.
I don't know,
In
in the
what
very
way
same
is
way,
their
the
gender
way that I
identity?
am.
Here's the thing, like I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but I know what it's like to be me, and I know what I identify as, and I identify more as a woman than I do a man. Like that's the thing, like that's all we have. You don't know what it's like to be a man. Like we don't do that either. We know how it's like to be us, and we know what we identify with in society. Like that's my entire point here. Like what?
In the very same way that you are, I guess.
I don't
I
really
don't know
have a
what
gender
makes me
identity.
know that I'm a girl. I
I'm
just
sorry?
know I am. I don't know what makes
I
me
love
know.
the fact that I say like it makes me know that I'm a girl because I hate the word woman so much, and it makes me sound like a fucking 10-year-old. So the next time I say it, I say makes me know that I'm a woman.
No, I just know I am. I did say
Okay.
girl though.
I know
Which
that I'm
sounded
not a
little
woman.
rude, but
That's my side, you know.
I did say girl though, which
I'm a
is
male.
yeah,
bit
I'm a
weird,
trans
but
woman at best.
yeah, and trans is a fucking adjective,
Yeah.
which means that you're a trans woman. Like you, like that. It's tautological to say it. But
what I say is tautological, and then I say that it's a tautology. A tautology is it's like the winner came in first place. Like it's a statement that is true based on itself.
trans women are women is a tautological statement, is what I mean. Like,
Well, no, it's a linguistic statement. It's not really logical.
And guess what tautology is a part of? It's part of linguistics. You fucking idiot.
tautological
It
is
is,
actually linguistics. It's redundancy. I'm sorry, I'm a linguist, so that's why I.
Sure. I mean, I don't think it means anything myself, but I mean,
What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
you know, we're
Do you
talking
mean the
about this can be
tautologist doesn't mean
caused by
anything?
like tumors, by
Barry, you
genetic
fucking
diseases.
moron!
This has really got nothing to do with trans at all.
Yeah, it
It's being
does.
used for a different thing. People say, oh, we allow cis people to have it, but not trans people. It's a different issue. We shouldn't be comparing it in the first place
Why not?
because it's a different issue. We're
Why
not
is it a
having
different issue? I've
puberty
just
too
explained
early
why.
in general.
I have explained
Like,
actually
my
why
argument
it's
is
not
that
a
we
different
have.
issue.
We
She
are.
hasn't brought up
Like,
a
it's too
single
early.
fucking point that it isn't.
And
Except
you
that
can say based on
cause
what all you
problems, but,
like,
like-
but like based on the fucking, I don't know, the
Based
brain
on- I don't
chemistry
know.
that they have that makes them think like the gender that they weren't born as.
Yeah, but
If
there's
you
no
wanna
way
go
of
into
telling
that.
who's got a gender they're not born
And you'd
with.
sit there like
It's
muttering
Yeah, you
under
can
your
ask
breath,
them.
you fucking
You
cunt.
can ask them.
And how do you know they're being truthful?
Why would they lie?
Because they want to be
Genuinely,
a
why
woman
would they
even
lie?
if they're not trans. Because they want. I don't-
Okay,
She's about to say the dumbest thing she says during the entire debate. And what we're talking about is like, why would someone lie about being trans? So I'm going to jump back for a bit, and then I'm going to play it, because this is actually, like, honestly, the dumbest thing she says all night.
It's just
Yeah, you can ask
theory.
them. You can ask them.
And how do you know they're being truthful?
Why would they lie?
Because they want to be a woman, even if they're not trans, because they want.
Mary, what, like, genuinely, what is being trans to you? Like, why would, like, did you hear yourself? That's like saying, I'm a man and I don't like to fuck girls, but I like to suck cock. But you're not gay, you just like to suck cock. Like, that's like, these are words that we use to describe what you just said, Mary. Like, how I didn't catch this one, I don't know. I might have actually just had my brain broken by hearing it. Because, like, I should have caught this one. Like, this is genuinely the dumbest words that she says during the entire discussion.
Okay,
know.
so uh, what would be the reason to want to be like that? That's my.
Oh yeah, because I'm getting sidetracked by whole, like, why would you want to be trans? Like, it sucks. And I wish that I didn't. I wish that I hadn't done that. Like, fuck me. I wish that I hadn't done that, because that's like, I need her to never speak again. Like, she like, I believe in complete like freedom of speech. I do. I'm probably the one of the two of us who, like, is more prone to, like, freedom of speech shit, because, like, I genuinely don't believe that certain things that, yeah, most people on the left think should be illegal, apparently. Like, yeah, in the long run, I don't want to see threats as illegal. That's me having a weird philosophical anarchist moment. But, like, my point is that I want freedom of speech for everyone in the world except for the married Jew.
Mhm.
I want her to lose her freedom of speech and never be allowed to speak ever again, because she's done it to say the dumbest thing that has ever been said. Like, you've lost your right to speak, Mary. Fuck you.
I fucking hate being trans, by the way. So that's where I'm.
But that's your
We're going
prerogative.
Who cares?
I mean, listen. Listen, fuckers. I don't think there's really harm
yeah.
in misgendering people. I just don't care.
It's not harming misgendering people. Like, I'm not going to be discussing. First and foremost, she reacts to me correcting her, because she says, like, figuratively kills people. It doesn't literally, but literally does mean both now. And, like, language doesn't care about your fucking needs and wants, Mary. You know what language cares about? How it's used. And I accidentally say, like, it's prescriptive, not prescriptive, which is, yeah, because I'm an idiot, I guess. But, like, language is descriptive, not prescriptive. It doesn't say this is how we're supposed to use it. It says this is how we use this language. And if everyone uses literally to mean literally and figuratively, then it means literally and figuratively. I'm sorry that you don't have a word to use. I'm sorry that your fucking linguistic knowledge is that of a fucking toadstool.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry that you have a worse brain than somebody who's been fucking doing drugs since they were 13.
Yeah, I know. I'll say this right now, right? So did I slip up? Did I slip up
Like,
here?
you didn't
and
even do
speak?
that. You should have been just clearer that it leads to suicide. That's the only thing that you did. Like
Yeah.
the
So
mistake
if I,
that you did there was that you didn't, like, explain, because I was a bit confused first
yeah,
as well. Like, but then
yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, because it leads to, like, suicidal ideation and suicide. Like, yeah, absolutely. But you didn't slip up, I wouldn't say. I'm just like, you should have
yeah.
correctly said it, and I
But
should have jumped in as well. But I'm so fucking annoyed at that point that I'm just screaming, "Well, who cares if it's lethal?" More so, I think I say, "Who cares if it's mortal?" It's mortal, because once again, I'm a fucking moron who doesn't like language properly sometimes.
yeah, and I think we'll get to it all in my skit, but I'm gonna just raise it here. That I said something, and I wasn't being hyperbolic. I was actually making a valid point, right? And when it comes to me raising the fact that I simply said that Kemi Badenoch commissioned the cast report, that's a fact. She
Yeah.
commissioned it. And the mere fact that, once again, Mary shows her true fucking stupidity. Once again, denies it. Right, so I just
Oh
want
yeah,
to make
she
that
does.
clear.
She really does.
Yeah,
Like she doesn't. We've already seen like she doesn't understand the progress of time. Because like
no,
the first thing she did was time travel to make a fucking note list. I still
yeah,
don't know how you write your notes in a non-chronological order. Like I get
yeah,
it if you do it for a big thing. Like I'm doing the whole butterfly effect thing. And like, yeah, I'm not taking notes in chronological order because I'm not a psychopath. Like, I am doing it like, but then I have sections. Like, she didn't have the time to do that. I was speaking for 4 minutes. What the fuck?
yeah.
And she clearly didn't like. Do you notice how she's still and like? I think I've proven this now. She doesn't answer anything that I say. I answer pretty much everything that she says, unless I just genuinely go against it at times.
No, what she did, every time you,
She tries to be Socrates.
yeah, every time you know, finish what you say, and you either end with an open question, or you simply
Yeah.
reply to her what the point she made. All she did was do something what's called what aboutism throughout.
Oh yeah, she did a
She'll
lot of
go
that. Yeah.
completely different. She will completely sideline what you said or reply to, and bring in something completely different.
Yeah. Which is funny because she says that I don't keep to the point. No, I use metaphors and analogies, Mary. Like if you had a functioning brain that actually had some literacy skill, you would know what that were. But you couldn't even grasp the fact that when we were talking about whether or not words were hurting people, and I said I'm just going to tell someone that I'm going to rape them, you decided that was a weird thing to say and not just an extreme. Because at first I said cunt, and I do agree that was a weird thing for me to say. Because like what? Why would I have a problem with calling someone a cunt? No, but like I agree that because like yeah, it wasn't strong enough, so I did something that was strong enough. I said that it wasn't just an off the cuff rape comment.
Yeah. And also, did you notice that when I used I used a hyperbole where I brought
Yeah, she
up
got really fucking
misgendering,
hung up on it.
right? Notice
Yeah,
how she says, "Oh, if someone misgendered me, it doesn't bother me." I was like,
yeah.
"Okay, what? That's a weird thing to say."
Who cares?
Okay, so fair enough.
Like, notice what I answered to that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me either because like, but who cares? Because
yeah,
like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me the fact that she has been. It's really funny though that she has been doing it because we had this conversation. Like the because she keeps doing it on Twitter apparently. Like I saw when I saw you discussing it with her because I haven't spoken to her since she said that I wasn't. I didn't believe I was a bad person because I'm like I'm not going to argue with someone who, uh, like I accept the premises of her existence. She doesn't accept the premises of mine, and I'm not talking like on a basic level. She doesn't believe that I see myself as what I say I see myself as. I believe that she does see herself as what she sees herself as whether or not we're right about that. Like she thinks she's a person and not a fucking copy of a 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 person. But like, yeah, you want to be a fucking personal stereotype? Be that. You want to be a parody of yourself? Be that. I'd prefer not to be in contact with you, but fine. Be a fucking parody of yourself, you dumb idiot.
yeah.
If someone wants to misgender
Yeah.
me, they can. In
Sorry.
terms of puberty blockers,
Fuck. What did you say?
No, I was just going to say that if she wants to be a Blair White and be ostracized by the community, which she
Yeah.
admittedly she told me that she is, and I can
And she's like
understand
so
why.
bad at it as well.
Yeah.
Like
But
she
yeah,
actually tries to get followers and she has like 1,000.
yeah,
Go to bed, Barry. Go to bed,
yeah,
Mary. Like I had
yeah,
that when I was 16. Do you know why I am the way I am? Because I fucking hate e-fame.
yeah,
I saw she actually brought up that like to you as well. I'm the person who doesn't get any followers. I'm the person who's over troll. Like why does she think that we're the same person?
I don't know. I don't
We're
fucking know.
extremely different, you and I. Like you actually can be somewhat pleasant.
Oh yeah,
Like I'm not.
yeah. I mean, listen, we found out in one of our early episodes that like, which Max was shocked when I completely lost it and went on a rant.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to find
Like,
that actually right now. I'm hoping that we did it. I think we did it after the video started. Like
no,
after we started doing video.
there was one video where we was recording, and I actually
Oh yeah,
lost.
when you got pissed.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, but I don't know like if we had the like video on the episodes yet or not.
I don't know, but I'm sure at some
Like
point
I'm going to go through all the YouTube videos because I need to find that moment for my next Max's Anathema.
Yeah, I'll have a look through because that was
Yeah.
hilarious. Because
Like I like re-listening to our old shit because
yeah, the
first and
look
foremost,
on
I'm
yeah the look on
Yeah,
the
sorry.
look on your face when I lost it like was priceless because you weren't expecting it.
yeah.
But yeah, so
Yeah, like
yeah,
yeah, you go hard as well. Like you,
yeah, but yeah, it's like yeah, okay, so yeah, Max on the outset looking in, if you don't know her, yeah, she can come across aggressive. Right,
oh, yeah, I am aggressive. It's angry. I don't know.
right. Me, I try and remain. I don't want to say I try and remain calm, but I try and remain level-headed. But
Yeah,
Mary is trying to be a pygmy, and it's not working.
yeah. And
You
like I
know,
want to be clear, if I was angry, I wouldn't have a problem with admitting that. I have admitted the times that I've been genuinely angry. Like at the end of Hell in Stenderland bullshit thing.
yeah,
I am so fucking angry there, and I say that openly. And
yeah,
like when I have been angry on Twitter, like the reason that I stopped responding to Mary was that she pissed me off at that moment. And there she made me angry. And when I am angry, I leave a situation. Because why would I waste my time on you?
exactly,
Like as long as
exactly.
I'm having fun, like as long as I'm joking around and like making fun of you, I'm entertained.
Yeah,
I just also I have like a tone. Like even when I'm calm, my tone of voice is it's like erratic and like sounds angry. Like I don't know. I have the worst ADHD in the world, and I have like 1,000 stimulants in my body. I wonder why I might sound a bit hyped.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna because she's being a fucking dumbass here. I think.
Like I said,
Well,
it's
what's
precocious puberty. It's the fact that it comes in too early that is the problem.
I'm sorry, but
Ow!
misgendering people does harm them.
What?
It's a perspective.
Wait, what? Like, it doesn't harm me either. I don't give a shit
Yeah,
about
you go
other
then.
people's
I need that.
opinion.
I need that in my life.
But I'm sorry, but misgendering people does harm them.
It doesn't harm me.
No, but
well,
then again, you are not the fucking
you're not
law.
You're not the arbiter of whether or not people should feel hurt, you fucking idiot. Because you feel hurt. And by the way, I love you, Mary, so much because you have clearly been so hurt by me. I hurt your feelings so badly. We're going to be done soon. I just need this one moment where I really need to like call her out on because she does the worst thing I've ever seen there. And I think I might have like yeah. So she does there like
Prescriptive. I don't care about what you reject. Language isn't descriptive, it's prescriptive. It's
Okay,
about
well,
how you
literally
use
means
language.
no, it's the other way around, you fucking idiot. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it, I hate myself. That's one, like every time I hear that, because I have listened back to this a few times, like every time I hear that, I just go like, what the fuck? Why? Why couldn't I take like 1 second? Like that's all it would have taken, and I would have known that I'm like being a dumb idiot.
literally. So I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what
and
to
literally
do.
means both things.
Okay, so
So-
I can't tell what
I'm
someone
so
means when they
bitchy
say
now.
something.
So
Misgendering doesn't kill anyone. You can't kill someone with misgendering. Misgendering isn't a knife. It's not a gun. You know what I mean?
serious people.
I'm not going to now.
I
That
I
just
don't care if
said.
it's lethal. Like it,
I'm-
it's fucking
I'm
bad
responding
thing
to
to
what
do.
Torin said.
And I'm responding to what Torin said. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm telling this to both of you. Like, I think that this discussion is completely fucking useless. Like, doesn't she understand? Like, does she think Does she think I have to like agree with everything that you do? Does she think that you have to agree with everything that I do? Because in that case, I'm really fucking sorry.
No, if she no,
Like, yeah, and like I
no,
get
if
what
she,
happened there because I think you kind of like got stuck in in the feedback loop of her mind.
yeah,
Because like that's what happens to me sometimes as well. But until I like realize that like why am I discussing this point? This
yeah,
is useless. Because like she says that like this doesn't have anything to do with the cast review, blah 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 blah, and then she does this shit as if that
yeah,
has anything to do with the trans review, like with the cast review. And like I don't care if misgendering someone will literally kill them or figuratively kill them, or if it will make them grow flowers out of their fucking ass. I do not care. What I care about is that being a shitty thing to do, and I prove
That
why.
Yeah,
literally
like,
kills
no, but
people.
I'm telling you, I'm doing it to both. Like, yeah,
Okay,
who cares? Like,
fair enough
I
then.
don't.
Yeah, I agree. Who
It
cares?
shouldn't have to be like. It shouldn't have to be
I
deadly
hate
to
it.
be
No.
bad.
No,
And
I
you
agree with
said
that.
yourself, it's not advisable to call someone a cunt out of just words.
No.
Nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
it's
This is the best
rude.
point.
It's a word with a lot of stigma.
Okay, dude, if I tell someone,
By the way, it's a word with a lot of stigma. Unlike, misgendering someone.
I'm going to rape
yeah,
them, that's still just words.
That's a threat.
No, it's still just words.
No, that's a threat.
It's still just words. Like
Yeah,
a
but it's
threat
a
is
threat.
words. Yeah, maybe I was joking.
Why is it bad? Why is it
It's
bad
still a
to
threat.
threaten someone? Mary?
Yeah, my point is that
It's just
words
words.
actually do hurt people, you fucking moron.
And now she doesn't have any response to that, so she goes with,
Why are you getting angry?
do I sound angry there?
no,
Like, I know that there is one point where I actually do sound angry, and I know that I've sounded angry now. But, like, do I even sound angry there? And if
no,
why are you getting angry? Because we're talking about the lives of people as if it was a fucking competition. Like, I don't know, because it's fucking disgusting, because you're fucking repugnant, Mary. Because of the toxic waste that runs in your fucking veins instead of blood is starting to sting. That's why I'm fucking angry. Because your brain has molten. That's why I'm fucking angry. Because you are a reason for like post-term abortion. That's why I'm angry, Mary. Because you exist. I'm angry because of your existence, you fucking worthless piece of shit. Because your fucking existence, Mary, makes the worst tantamount. It makes the world worse on a fucking, like, actually provable level. I hope you die.
oh, excuse
And I'm
me.
done.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Uh,
we pretty much exhausted that.
there's more things that she does. There's way more things that she does. Like, and this is how I would have spoken to you if I actually if I didn't take that shit seriously. Like, I was trying so fucking nice, but like, there is more shit that she does, like, so much more. And I will be like, I will keep relitigating this for as long as I fucking want to, Mary, because you are the worst person to be in a discussion with. You fucking suck. Like, if you ever step foot into the ring with me again, this is the Max you're meeting. You're not meeting fucking nice Max that you actually did. You're meeting the person who was out for blood. That person didn't want to hurt your feelings. That's why I say that, just so you know, what I'm doing is that I'm entertaining myself. Like, the whole thing, at the end, I'm so fucking nice to her at the end. And like, oh yeah, I wanted to play the parts where I actually do correct you, but I don't care anymore. Like, I was
Yeah,
intellectually fucking honest. You weren't, Mary. Fuck you. Go fuck your brother or something. I don't know what the fuck you do. You sound like the fucking result of inbreeding.
yeah, and then obviously um, probably, and then obviously I think it was about an
Yeah.
hour, maybe 2 hours later, when this was finished, or it might have been
Yeah.
the next day, is when she went
Oh
on
shit. Did I do something? Damn.
no, that's right. That's when she went on a full fucking meltdown.
Oh yeah, it's like that was. Oh god damn it, that was.
It gets me. It's like,
Yeah, and she didn't do like she started doing it against me, and then she Oh no, I need to actually. There's one thing that I do need to play because that shows how intellectually dishonest she actually is. Because she didn't know who she was debating. Oh, discussing.
You, I think.
Like I need to do that whole 100 and blah blah blah.
Numbers do include. It includes those who didn't want to.
Be like that.
Oh yeah, she didn't even get that point. But like,
I can
Prove it. What?
but yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just like yeah. There's the reason I became an anarchist. Like it's. I didn't say
she's so dumb here. Do you trust trans politicians?
that I'm against standardization. One of them actually has
Gender
like.
identity.
no,
Ollie,
I
what do you
do
think of
believe
that?
I believe that they are trans. I believe that they are trans, but I do like
Yeah,
them also being treated like.
Ourselves anyway. This kind of suggests that maybe trans isn't a great idea if our suicide rate is so.
That's the most disgusting thing I've heard anyone say, Mary. That's genuinely the most disgusting thing I've ever. This is why I say that you make the world worse. This is why I say that I wish for your death, like because you're bad. You're a bad like influence on society.
It absolutely is. You are.
Okay.
I don't
Maybe
think
you're
it's
not
anyone. I'm just
biased
having a
being
cult
the other side
opinion.
of the conversation.
Oh,
Like, it's
I'm
probably
shit-
not
I'm
you I
biased
go
as-
to for that information,
I'm biased
to be
as
honest.
shit, but I'm also competent. Unlike you. Like you.
but there's
People that you didn't realize you did. If you're
kind of changing
trans-
who you have sex with.
I'm sorry?
Also, like, yeah, coming out as gay does mean changing quite a lot about your life.
What? You didn't describe anything. Like, there has to be something.
Yeah,
that
I
means you're-
described.
Like, to me,
then
I need to, like, where is that?
Yeah, inherently narcissistic, I'd say. It's like every author.
she knows all about who follows who on Twitter. She loves that
Yeah,
kind
Oh
of
yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
Probably. I don't care
Yeah.
about her. She's
Massive
she's
news
irrelevant
source
to me.
that
Like
knows about it. We'd probably get
Yeah.
a much more nuanced like critique that wasn't. I can go into lots of stuff.
and that's something that I'm against. IDs and poor IDs. Yeah, I do that, but I don't see it as like a direct attack on trans people. No.
Yeah.
I do think that Hillary Cass is like weird.
I love that I'm so fucking actually like just good in this. I'm very good at like yeah. I this point is like I'm good at not. I'm good at not losing track of what the argument is about. Unlike her.
Something that I'm against.
Relevant to
Isn't this
yourselves, to be fair. I spent a lot of time on other trans people's like debunkings and stuff. It really just
I
points me in
don't.
the direction that if people were
Yeah.
less politicized about it, we'd probably get
Yeah.
a much
I
more
don't.
nuanced like
She
critique
doesn't even
that
ask me
wasn't
yet.
focusing on who Cass follows on Twitter or who she met in a professional capacity. You know?
yeah, but
You've been
Yeah, no, I
speaking to one
don't. I
of
don't
those.
know who she follows on Twitter. I don't
Mm.
like. I'm.
Oh, Erin
I'm,
Reed will tell you. Just ask her.
I don't
No, I didn't
care about
barely
Erin
know
Reed.
Erin Reed. Like,
Oh no,
Like,
read her thing. She knows all about who follows who on Twitter. She loves that
yeah,
kind
probably.
of evidence.
Probably.
What are
I
you
don't
doing now?
care
Yeah.
about her. She's
Massive
she's
news
irrelevant
source
to me.
that
Because
trans
who
people
are you
follow
talking-
is
like-
terrifying to me. Like super recently.
Okay,
and I
so
couldn't believe
then
it.
that's completely useless information.
Well, no. Jesus Christ.
No,
No,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm holding you to some kind of fucking scientific standard here.
If you say so,
I
I'm
fuck
sure.
it. What she does is that she says that it seems like I'm just repeating arguments, and what I say then is like, if I'm repeating arguments, it's because the arguments are correct. I guess I don't know. Like, because I genuinely don't follow anyone like this. I haven't seen a fucking debunking video of the Kaz report. Do you think I need to watch a fucking debunking video? Do you think I watch YouTube, Mary? Do you know what I watch on YouTube? Like once every so often, H Bomber guy will release a video. I did used to watch Sean a lot, and like I still do sometimes. Mainly, what I watch on YouTube is like culture reviews. Like I like watching video reviews of like either like old media from the 90s, or because I'm a fucking dumbass, or like I'm watching like Jenny Nicholson sitting on her bed. Like, do you? My fucking social media uptake is so fucking poor that I don't know half of the people's names that like Torin brings up in this episode, and not in this episode, in this show. Like I am genuinely not in the loop of this. Like I am a cool person, of course. Yeah, I am, but I'm a cool person in the sense that I'm the 90s version of a cool person. Like I'm not that much on the internet. I have Twitter and that's it. And then I go around and I have parties and I fuck people and I do drugs. Like like I don't fucking know. Like my life is fucking amazing. And that's my end point, I guess. Like you're not. She was completely incapable of ever talking about. And that's what I realized later. Like she wasn't talking to me. And boyfriend said she sounded like an actual child. In that sense, and I didn't get that until like now, listening back to it like again with you and actually commenting on it. Yeah, she does sound like a child, doesn't she? She sounds like
Yeah.
a fucking child in her argumentation. It's a bunch of like nonsense and fucking not gish galloping. She doesn't gish gallop. That's one of the things she does. Like so I'm trying to find another word that I don't find right now. Also, she like at one point she says like, for those of us who speak the language fluently, that doesn't mean that, and like, fuck you, Mary. Like, fuck you for poisoning that well. I'm a fucking linguist. I'm better than you at the English language. What happens is that I have to translate everything that I say constantly to English. Because I don't think in English, I think in Swedish. Which sometimes leads to a fucking me stuttering. That's what. Like, it sometimes means me stumbling over words. That's why I said that. That's what happened when I said that I'm working through a language barrier. I didn't mean that I don't understand. I understand it fluently, you fucking cunt. I've been running a podcast for a year. Like, I communicate in English literally every day. What happens is that it's not.
Yeah, it's just not out.
You're a
Out.
bad person, Mary.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
And now I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
trying to like end this fucking sharing, but I can't. I don't know how. Here it is, I think. Stop share.
Yeah.
Like, Mary, this is me angry with you, and that means that I'm leaving you now. Our relationship is over. I like do not wish any ill on you. I just wish you to cease existing. That's it. And that's not wishing ill on you. That's wishing good on the world. Like,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with you. I don't want you to be harmed. I want you to be gone. Clip that, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
It's not affiliated to me in any way except for this podcast. I want everyone to know that.
Yeah.
He made a bad decision once a year ago, and then he's not going to be allowed to. I'm not going to allow you to call him out on that, because unlike what you think, you fucking idiot, me and Torrent aren't the same fucking person.
No.
I don't know
We
why
are.
I've started throwing things at my camera.
Yeah. Yeah. To
Yeah, bye
reiterate
everyone.
to reiterate what Max has just said, we are not the same person. We are completely
Yeah.
different. We are vastly different.
By the way, this is good, and I need it. Like, I engraved it. It says amphetamine shit. This cost me so much. I needed to be happy for a bit. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You were saying
That's it.
we're not the same
Yeah.
person. Yeah, we're not.
And if you think we are, then you're stupid. Like,
Yeah.
how you cannot,
Like,
how
and
you
also,
cannot tell that we live in a different location? Like, do you think I have some sort of fucking
yeah.
telephone? Do you think
And
I
like,
have
if
something?
I were to moderate a debate between Torin and someone, would I do it the same way? No, I probably wouldn't, because I would like to have time set and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go in and criticize the fucking moderator of a debate while I'm doing a debate. And like, this is
Yeah.
his prerogative, how he chooses to moderate it. I don't care.
Yeah. Also, there are many forms, so many
Of
ways
discussion, yeah.
of moderating.
Yeah,
Like
in
an interview.
and honestly, I yeah,
I
I don't know.
I didn't
I
have to
just
do anything, right? But we've exhausted this. Like, we did this because it was the week where we get to do something fun.
actually, yeah, and I did this because like I needed to like do
Yeah.
this. Like I Because I also needed to prove to myself, I think, like me sitting here and editing video and like putting it in a funny way, yeah, that's easy for me to do.
Yeah.
Me actually having to defend the shit that I do, and now also you've heard me criticize myself because I do. There is a point where I bring up like double blinds, which has nothing to do with the subject we're talking about. I don't know why I do it. I do it because I have it in my mind. That's it, and
Yeah.
that's a dumb bitch move. Like
Yeah.
I'm not nice to myself in this. I'm beautiful, but I'm a bad beauty. I'm the bad kind of hot. I'm the hellfire.
Yeah.
Fire and brimstone.
That,
Yeah, but we're done.
yeah.
I'm sorry
Next
that I
week,
just like went ape shit today.
no, that's fine.
I've had so much fun.
Yeah. We will we will be back next week, obviously.
Oh yeah, we will.
With more topics. Actually, no, we won't, because what we will do is we'll get to the other articles that we didn't cover. So that'll be
Oh yeah.
next week.
Oh
And
yeah.
then
And hopefully next week nothing in my life will fall apart. So
no, and then the week after that we'll do something else.
yeah,
But yeah, next week we'll be
news
back
stories.
again, and then on
Tough
that
shit.
Saturday it will be
Yeah.
my birthday. So next Thursday's
Ah.
episode could be like a pre-birthday, like, and then topics.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's cool. We
so
actually did
yeah,
an episode on my birthday, and it's the
yeah,
funniest thing I've ever heard. That's the one where you
yeah,
get me to laugh for like 10 minutes straight.
yeah. Was that the one where? Wait a
Oh
minute.
no. It's the Dylan Mulvaney bullshit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
But yeah,
But I
um,
didn't have any picture on it, so you just while you're trying to like keep talking and like go through the news story, you just hear me in the background just fucking dying and like
yeah,
screaming for help.
yeah. Um, but yeah, thank you for listening. Enjoying this.
Yeah, genuinely,
It
thank you. And like
could stand.
this, I know that this ran long, but like, what did you expect? I'm going to talk about how great I am.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, hope you all have a great weekend. Stay safe. And as always, if you do decide to delve into some narcotics, stay safe while doing it.
Yeah,
You know,
and never exchange it for anything but money, and absolutely not blowjobs, because that's going to lead to you getting kneecapped, you fucking dumbass.
yeah. But yeah, we will see
Bye.
you. Bye. Right, let me. Where is it? Oh,